and Lara, Sunil Narayan, right, VS Naipaul, and that is my country, Trinidad and Tobago. I was told that I just have 5 minutes to speak, so I will just use this opportunity to bring greetings and to wish you all the best in this conference. But within that 5 minutes, I would like to point out that Alexander the Great tried to conquer India, and he failed. For almost 500 years, Mughals invaded, and despite an invasion of a foreign concept and ideology, the words of Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Upanishads, the Vedas remained, and it endured. The British took over India and ruled for almost 200 years. And the culture and the people of India endured. It states clearly, if we look at history, the power of this country. And one of the most significant aspects of that power is language, the culture. 1845, a ship left Calcutta and brought Indians over to Trinidad and Tobago. Under the indentureship system, from 1845 to 1952, not one Hindu school was for children of Indian descent. Not one. In order to get to a school or to pursue education, you had to either convert or adopt English as your language. But we have learned from the history of this great land, Bharat. We have learned to endure. And despite the systematic approach towards taking away the cultures of the Chinese immigrants to the West Indies, and the African immigrants to the West Indies, and the Indian laborers to the West Indies, despite the approach of the colonial masters, we endured. And today, I can safely say that Trinidad and Tobago continues the pursuit of Hindi in their primary schools now. Our children learn the tabla and the dholak, the harmonium and the sitar. Our children still sing bhajan at all our schools. Today, in a landmass of only 14 lakh, 1.4 million people, we have over 350 mandirs. And in fact, Trinidad and Tobago stands as the only country outside of India with a Hanuman Murti that stands at 86 feet tall. We also boast of having the only mandir built in the middle of the ocean, because the Britishers said we could not build a mandir on the land because it was owned by the British. So Sivra Sadhu said, if you own the land, you do not own the sea, you will build a ship mandir in the ocean. We endured. And we move now to 2024, in which we see India, once dominated by the colonial and the imperial masters, stands at the 5th largest economy in the world. By 2029, the 3rd largest economy in the world, dominated all spheres of sector and industry globally. And Trinidad and Tobago is not left behind. For we still look at this as a land of our ancestors. This is still Bharat Mata to us. And as a result, we have now partnered with India on multiple fronts. So as India grows, we grow. When India prosper, we prosper. And when India wins cricket, we feel it in our heart. Because we support Indian cricket, just as we support West Indies. So on this note, I am very happy and proud to say that I stand here as a proud great-grandson of this land. And thank you. I'm also happy to say that I endorse this conference because Hindi is not simply a language. It is an identity. It is a culture. It is an ideology. And we must be proud. We must stand as strong and tall to hold our culture high, and also not just simply to protect, but to preserve this language, preserve this culture, because every generation from now will look back to what we did today, and they will not say thank you, they will say Dhanyavad. So on that note, my dear friends, I say from the bottom of my heart, my deepest appreciation for allowing me on this stage today. Bahut Dhanyavad.